Hi, good morning everyone. And this is Mohan Gudishe, Faculty of Education. And today we are going to discuss about the perspectives in education and in which Hunter Commission 1882. So let us start, and this is important for your Telangana and as well as AP DSC, TET, CTET, NTA, etc. And it is going to be explained in simple English language. So let us start. So before Hunter Commission, so there is a like Indian education before 1882. It is the indigenous system. Then there is a Patashalas and Madrasas and Guru Shishya tradition prevalent. And after Britishers are intervened in Indian politics, so the Charter Act of 1813 introduced Western education. Then Macaulay Minutes 1835, it is favored English, and Wood's Dispatch 1854 established the framework. So let us discuss about the Hunter Commission, the formation of the commission, which is established February 3rd, 1882 under Viceroy Lord Ripon initiative, and it is chaired by Sir Wilson Hunter. Okay, he is a distinguished British civil servant and date historian. So this particular commission consists of 20 members from India. It is a first education commission with the Indian representation. This commission called as Hunter Commission 1882. Okay, so what is the objective of Hunter Commission? It is the access of Wood's Dispatch implementation. Okay, it is a review progress of the 1854 educational framework and expanded elementary education and recommended strategies for the mass education. Okay, determine government role and define the public and private educational responsibility, address the indigenous education, evaluate the incorporation of traditional learning system. So the objective is say that it is the implementation of Wood's Dispatch only, and expanded to the elementary education to the common people in the mass way, and the government decided the education should be a private as well as public combined responsibility. So, and our traditional values to be inculcated in this particular commission. These are the objectives of Hunter Commission. Then primary recommendations of the Hunter Commission. So see, the education should be decentralized, so transfer to local bodies like municipalities and other district boards to manage schools. Then two-tier funding, the government grants plus local taxes, and expansion of schools, increase institutions in backward areas. So not only considering in urban areas, but it has to be considered in backward areas and rural areas. Instruction in vernacular languages, so mother tongue as a medium at primary level. So they emphasize the mother tongue and expansion of the school. Then two-tier funding, transfer to local bodies. These are primary education recommendations. Then secondary education recommendation, what they done? So it is a two district tracks. Okay, literary education leading to university, vocational focus, practical skills for commercial careers. Then education as a advanced subject, not mandatory medium of instruction. So English is not mandatory for the secondary school education. So it is the alternative for the mother tongue, or mother tongue can be taken. Then higher education policies, so encourages the private enterprises, so the government to withdraw from direct management, so it is given the private individual access in the management. Then support existing colleges, so improve the facilities rather than establishing new ones. Whatever the existing colleges are there, that should be improved infrastructure wise as well as manpower. Expanded scholarship, so they increase the financial aid to capable students. Then liberalize grant in aid, so make funding more accessible to the private institution. So these are the higher education policies, then decentralization of framework. So the statement, so the provincial control, the state government to overseas policy, then municipality management, urban schools under municipality, and local taxation. So in order to survive the particular institution, the tax can be collected from locally. Then district admission, rural schools under the district boards. So this is the decentralization of the management of the schools. Then they have given the female education initiative, so special emphasis on girls schools. So this Hunter Commission recommended on girls education and recommended the dedicated separated institution for the girls. Then curriculum modification, practical subjects like home economics included. Then female teachers recruited. The first commission to address the female teachers recruitment. Then they have given the incentives for the women who join as the teaching profession. Then special scholarships, so financial incentive for the female education. So you should remember this Hunter Commission focused on female education. This is the important for your TET or CTET or NET, something like that. Then teacher training programs, and one more thing, the Hunter Commission given more emphasis on teacher training. So normal schools expansion increased the training institution. So like that diet B.Ed college they increased and improved training methods, not only practical theoretical one, they have emphasized on practical pedagogical emphasis. Then better salaries, in before independence the salaries were very low, so this commission improved the compensation and salaries more. Then teaching certificate, so after the qualifying, after completion of their education, the government start giving the certification standardized qualification system. So like religion instruction, so school to remain secular with the religion instruction optional and outside the regular hours. So they have more on secular views, and parent can withdraw from religious activities. So after the hours of religious activity they can conduct the education, or along with the religious ceremonies they can also conduct the education. So you can see in the picture it is devotees of Muslim as well as Christian as well as Hindus. So they have given equal importance for the religious instruction. Then grant aid system. Okay, this grants commission came from this particular thing only. Impact on education system. So primary, because of the this Hunter Commission, primary schools increased from around 82,916 to 1,42,203 between 1882 and 1902. Enrollment expansion, so the student rose from 1.1 million to 3.9 million in 20 years. Then they have then local participation also included, increased community gained stake in educational administration. Then educational diversity, so the vocational as well as the literary paths created educational options. So they have given vocational as well as literary paths. So both are blended in this particular the education commission, Hunter Commission. Then criticism of the commission. Okay, only 1.8 allocation budget allocation is given. It is very low, and despite of recommendations granting aid, only 11% become literate, and the literacy rate was only 11%, and 97% children got excluded from the formal education. Mostly children still outside the, most of the children still outside the formal education system. So critics argued reforms served colonial interest more than Indian needs. So they saw the more colonial favor than Indian needs supported. So limitation of the implementation. So economic concern. So many people are poor because they are unable to go to school. So the poverty prevented many children from attending school. Then local bodies don't have sufficient funds. So social inequality. So mostly through this particular Hunter Commission, upper caste people got the benefited and lower caste people not got benefited. So these are the limitations or drawbacks of this implementation of Hunter Commission 1882. Then legacy of colony education. So commission recommendation, lasting impact, decentralization. So foundation of local education governance like Jilla Parishad or Mandal Parishad, something like that. So this vernacular instruction, so they have supported the more vernacular languages in education. Then two-track secondary education influenced by the vocational education development and grant in aid system. Establishment of the public-private partnership also come into picture. Then influence of on post-independence education. So how this particular Hunter Commission influenced the independent after independence education. So we established the Panchayat Raj institutions like JPHS, something like that, and the decentralization is the principal extent after the independence. So the education is not centralized; it is a decentralized. Then three language formula, as you know that like international language, national language, and regional language. So they evolved the vernacular emphasis of Hunter Commission. Still, three language formula is continuing, and University Grant Commission (UGC) still existed, and advanced the grants in aid commission, higher education, then national education policy. Okay, see NEP 2020 also built upon the structural framework of established in 1882. It is like found NEP already founded in 1882 in the form of Hunter Commission. So historical significance. So it is a first comprehensive review. So they reviewed the previous Woods dispatch and all those stuff. Then first through the assess the Indian education. So they critically examine the how it is works in Indian education system. Then they indigenous participation, first commission with the Indian members. So they included 20 members in Hunter Commission. Then language policy pioneer. So they preceded with the vernacular instruction. So they are not only supported the local languages but included all the mother tongue languages. Then structural framework. So they established the Indian administrative patterns, like it is decentralized, it is hand out to the state and public participation, private participation, then district administration, like that. So the structural framework also got changed. So this is the greatest commission. So relevance for the modern educator. So how it is impacted, how is relevant to the modern educator? It is the understand education policy evaluation, then policy analysis. Okay, so we can we should understand education policy evaluation, how it is done, the education before independence, after independence, like that. Then we can analyze the policy, how it is structured, what is the failures, what is the strength, something like that. Then structural insights. So recognize the administrative patterns in correct system. Then education philosophy, tracing the ideological influence on Indian education. So what is the tips? What is the suggestion for those who are attending for the DSC, District Selection Commission exams, or Central Teacher Eligibility Test, or Teacher Eligibility Test locally or state-wise? So this consist in 1882 established, and 20 members are there, and in Lord Ripon Viceroy period it is happened. So compare with the other commissions, Woods Dispatch 1854, later Indian Education Commission 1992 also we can compare, understand the implementation and impact. So there is a statistical improvement in enrollment, and the institution number also got increased. So how it is connected to the modern policies, the three language formula and local education significance, and participation of private public people. Okay, these are the, so when you were writing the examination, so you should remember, like it is started in 1882 and consists of among the 20 members, the Indians also is there. It is under Lord Ripon's Viceroy period. Okay, so you should also compare with the Woods Dispatch, and you can watch the previous videos I made on Woods Dispatch, and going to make Indian Education Commission 1902. So how it is got impacted, how the students got enrollment increased, and how the number of institutions got increased. So connected to the modern policy, NEP, National Education Policy, already made the 2 videos. If you want, you can go through that videos, the 3 language formula and local educational governance. This is all mentioned in this one. So this is a thank you all. So I hope all the best for your examination preparation. So I wish you success in your examination. If you really like my content, I request you to subscribe and like and share this particular channel. Thank you all.